Yes, yes, y'all. Divo right there off the Transatlantic Soul album with the track called Got a Vibe. And he's got a vibe. Yo, killer song, man. I got you on the phone now. What's up?
Thank you. Revolution Radio. What's good, fam?
Everything's good, man. Hip hop is good right now, and the tunes that you're bumping out to, it's that kind of music that I like. That stuff that pays homage to the old school, but still bringing that new school flavor and like positive, uplifting, like good, strong messages in your music. So I like it. I'm down with it.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's something a little different, man. But I thought, I'd come at it with like just a different outlook, a different type of sound, and just see what everybody thought, man. But so far I think I'm getting some good feedback.
That's good. I like it. It's a good vibe on it. The whole project sounds really good sonically, like just the sound of it and where you were going, I guess your intentions. What kind of was some of the inspiration behind creating this album?
You know what? Some of these tracks I recorded even as far back as even like a couple years ago, even like say 3 or 4. And what was happening was that I was actually working with this one producer named GMJ. So me and him, we hooked up online. He just sent me a few beats, and bit by bit we kept recording more and more. And soon we just had like so many tracks that I was like, yo, we gotta put this out. I mean, the cool thing though was because I've been like working with that same producer, all the tracks on the album have like they fit together. Like there's not anything that comes out of like left field completely that doesn't mesh well. The whole album pretty much has similar types of sounds, but every track is different. Like even the one you just played, Got a Vibe. Like obviously that one's like a little bit more uplifting, bouncy. But then I got some other tracks that are like a little bit deeper or maybe like a little harder at the same time. But they still got those same soul samples and the same style of beat, right? So all in all, like it just kind of sounds very, very cohesive. It all fits together well.
Definitely, yeah. That's key when you have one producer working on the project. They can kind of work on it like a movie and not like you're trying to put a bunch of different scenes together of different movies. It's all one together as, taking the clips and then creating this masterpiece. And yeah, man, it definitely sounds like that for sure. Like from front to back, it's got a really good flow feeling, like it transitions through the tracks really smooth.
Yeah, and you were asking even, I guess what types of things influenced me with, when I was creating the album. I'm like since time really, like I've always been a little bit more on the conscious tip. That's just kind of where my head's at, the type of music I like as well. So I just wanted to make sure that when I was writing the music, it was stuff that people could relate to. And on some of the tracks, for example, I got this one song called Perseverance, and that one, it's a bit of a biography, but, I'm talking about how, when I came to Canada, because I was born in Guatemala, in Central America. So when I came to Canada, obviously it was a different experience. I was like 5 years old. And even throughout that track, I just talk about my experience as like a new immigrant to Canada, right? So I feel like, songs like that, a lot of people can relate to as well, because especially if you're not everybody was born here, but then I got other tracks that are let's say about my girl, or a little bit more let's say battle rap-ish kind of thing. So really there's something there for everybody with different sounds, but like I was saying, at the same time it all kind of meshes together well, so that's like a bit of a movie.
Definitely. I like the vibe of it all the way through. It just sounds nice and it talks to you. I like even just like the intro, the Set It Off track, that hip hop kind of like gets you in the vibe, and then you got the DJ cuts in it and stuff, and like as soon as that like hits, I'm just like, oh, okay, this is nice. I can mess with this.
Yeah, man. Even that intro, that was like the last track I recorded. And, when I had the whole album done, before that last track, I was like, you know what, I need to put people in the zone of really what what this album is going to sound like. I didn't want to just start with like, just some banger of a track or anything. I wanted to ease people in. So since the album's called Transatlantic Soul, it's and even the story behind that is obviously the producers in France. We got the Atlantic Ocean dividing us, right? So and the sound is soulful of the music. So I just thought, okay, Transatlantic Soul kind of talks about how we're sort of bridging the gap between, let's say, North America across the Atlantic to France with soulful music. But that intro, I wanted something that had to do with basically taking people on a journey, even metaphorically, right across the ocean. So, it starts off with like the waves and you hear these seagulls in the background, and then I'm just talking about, basically how I'm about to take you like through this journey. Mm-hmm. There's just been a lot of thought that I put behind every little bit of the album, the order that the tracks were in. Like, it's just, I've tried to be very meticulous with it. So, it's kind of like my version of a work of art that I'm just kind of putting out there, and, hopefully the people like it,
For sure. That's dope, man. I like it. So tell me a little bit about that experience that you're talking about there with, coming to this new country from, Guatemala. What was that kind of experience like, being a young child in a new world pretty much?
I think I was lucky that I moved to a city that actually had a big multicultural sort of population in it. So I moved to Kitchener, which it's like a little bit west of Guelph, obviously. Mm-hmm. But at that time it was back in '85 when I moved there. And my friends were all like, it could have been, it was like Jamaican, it was German, it was like Somalian, Vietnamese, and other kind of like Latinos from like all parts of Central and South America. So coming up, like, I was just surrounded by so many cultures that I just feel like all these cultures really influenced me, even in terms of like the music and just life in general, right? Just being very open-minded. I got introduced to hip hop, let's say, when I was about 13, right? And just some of the first like hip hop albums that I heard were like, it was like, let's say, Cypress Hill or Das FX, groups like that, and it was kind of, that was like early '90s, right, kind of thing. And I feel like those. That sound, man, like I just fell in love with hip hop because it just spoke to me. It just talked about just coming up, like just making something of yourself, just hustling and developing your life into something good, man, something meaningful.
For sure, definitely. No, I connect with that 100%. Same kind of vibe that I enjoy too. Das FX is dope.
Yeah, they're coming over to, actually they're going to be in Toronto, right, April 24th, a big ticket.
I did not know.
Yeah, it should be a good show. Well,
I'm so disappointed because I'm booked in London that night.
Oh, are you? Well, one of the reasons I know is because I do, I did the flyer for that event.
Okay.
So when I saw that it was them, right, April 24th, Das FX, I was like, what? I was like, holy shit, like sorry, my bad. I used to listen to these guys, and then I just couldn't believe that I was actually kind of designing a flyer, for them, right? Which was it was kind of cool, man. But like that old school vibe, like I love that. But at the same time, though, I love the new sounds. The like even whether it be trap or like just modern hip hop in general, like I love that as well. It's just for this album though, I wanted to pick. I just wanted to stick to the theme because, like I said, I had these kind of like boom bap sounding beats. I didn't want to, and I just couldn't mix that with anything digital. So I just kept it like rough and rugged, right? That was like the sound, man. And so I'm just glad it all came together pretty good.
Word up. Yeah, no, it's hard to capture a sound that you wanna make. You know what I mean? As an artist, I know what that's like, trying to make something and you're just like, this is the kind of sound that I want to have, and going through the process, like finding a good producer is key. That's like the first ingredient, and then actually being able to pen the right kind of lyrics and then be happy with it after is it's a hard thing to do, but I think you definitely you accomplished this here, right?
Oh, thanks, man. And like every album has a different sound, right? So I think each, I like to compare albums almost to like a movie because, like you were saying, man, I think it's a good connection there. Every album, you had a certain state of mind, maybe that you were going through, maybe you were working with certain producers, and just like a certain feeling, right? So I feel like, no album really is gonna have a similar sound, like back to back. Like each one you put out is just gonna, I don't know, it's just gonna it's gonna take people to a different place, a different frame of mind.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, and it's good to have different sounds on different albums. And like you said, for this project, there's a wide range of kind of everything for everybody, no matter what kind of music that you're listening to or the style. I think there's something on here that's going to appeal to you. You just had the release party for this, correct, in Toronto, right?
Yeah, it was March 7th at the Studio Bar, and I had Daniel come out there, Dio. It was awesome, man. I had like a wicked time, you know what I mean? Like it's just one of the one of those memorable moments at least in my life, you know what I mean? Just being able to get everybody together. Tawny Michelle came out there, like the girl that was on the Gotta Vibe track.
Mm-hmm.
And Rufus John.
He's the man.
He's the man, man. Rufus, I know Rufus since way back too, and I was just really happy that I could bring him out there, you know what I mean, and have him do his thing. He's an amazing singer. But yeah, the party was off the chain, man. It was just a really good time.
That's good. And do you have any other things coming up? Any other shows with this record? You're trying to promote it, or?
Yeah, well, I have something. It's in the works. It's just not solidified. But I'm supposed to be doing a tour I think in May. But it's going to be a tour of Southern Ontario. So, pretty much Fridays, Saturdays for an entire month, like 8 shows. I'm just going to be hitting up different cities, like say Hamilton. I think there might even be one in Guelph as well. So definitely let you know about that. But yeah, that's coming up. So once I solidify the details, for sure I'll let you know. But at the moment, in terms of other shows, I just finished the release party. So really, right now I'm just kind of focused on just kind of getting the singles out, and I'm doing it all for the most part myself as well. So obviously it takes it takes some time to put it all together. But definitely I'll let you know once there's more details to that tour. But that's something I'm looking forward to, man. I haven't done a full tour before, so for me this will be something new, something big, and I'm looking forward to obviously connecting with the fans. And I love rocking crowds, man, and same as you, right? So it's always a good time.
For sure, definitely, yeah. Where's the best place that people can look for that information once it does drop, like Facebook, Twitter, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, it'll be my website, which is divohiphop.com, so DIVO hiphop.com. But also, you can hit me up through Twitter or Instagram, all that. It's at Divo Hip Hop. For everything, for all that. So, make sure you connect with me. But, new album, man, Divo and GMJ, Transatlantic Soul. I want everybody to hear it, man, and just give me their feedback. Let me know what you think.
That's what's up, man. Definitely. Well, we'll blast it out here, play some more tunes. I've got the Bandcamp link up right here, so I've got all the tracks in front of me. What would you say is the best track that I should play next?
The best track. Let's switch it up a little bit. Let's play "We Get Live." This one's something different, man. Yeah.
We Get Live. All right.
Yeah, We Get Live. Yes, sir.
We Get Live right here on CFRU 93.3 Revolution Radio. Thanks so much for the interview, Divo. Much respects, man.
Word up, Robbie G, man. Thank you for having me. Thank you, my man. All right, we'll talk soon, bro. And thank you once again, man. Really appreciate you having me on the show.
No problem, man. Anytime. Hit me up.
All right. Take care, man. Peace.
All right. Take care.